In this lesson, we're going to look at dividing radicals. And to divide radicals, we're going to understand the division rule and the steps in dividing radicals. Division rule states that if we have a radical in the numerator and a radical in the denominator, if they have the same degree, we can divide the radicands. So if we look at this example here, we have square root of 15x as the numerator and the square root of 3y as the denominator. So what this rule implies is that we can have the square root of 15x divided by 3y. So when we simplify this, we have the square root of 5x over y. What about this one here? We have the square root of 35x as the numerator and the square root of 7y as the denominator. So what that means is we can have the square root of 35x divided by 7y, which is the square root of 5x over y as well. Now let's apply this to radicals. So the first thing we're going to do is we can do this in two ways. One way is to just, because they have the same degree, we can just divide the terms under the radical sign and then simplify the result, which is going to be square root of 48 divided by 6, which is going to be square root of 8, and then we can simplify 8 by decomposing to its factors. And so we now have 2 square root of 2. Now, in this case, we have the square root of 10 divided by 0.1, which is the same as 10 times 10 divided by 0.1 times 10. So this is going to give us the square root of 100, which is equal to 10. Square root of 84 divided by square root of 7. So it's the same as square root of 84 divided by 7, which is square root of 12. So 12, we have 2 and 6, we have 2 and 3. So this is going to give us 2 square root of 3. Now, let's look at this. 4 square root of 3 divided by the square root of 75. So right now, the best way to do this is to either simplify the denominator, or we can actually rewrite the numerator to look the denominator. So I'm going to pick the method of simplifying the denominator as well. So 75 is 3 and 25, and then we have 5 and 5. So we have 4 square root of 3 divided by 5 square root of 3. See, we can cancel them because they are common terms to give us 4 over 5. Now let's attempt to use the other method, which is square root. 4 square root of 3 is going to be the same as the square root of 3 times 16 divided by the square root of 75, which is going to be square root of 48 divided by square root of 75, which is the same as, when you simplify, you have square root of 16 over 25, which is square root of 16 is 4 and square root of 25 is 5. So either way, you get to the same result.